Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make falling leaves. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so let's begin. First thing, let's make the tree trunk, which is a quite simple process. So let's scale it down, and let's tap into edit mode, and let's select the top face. So you can scale it down and kind of move it up, and kind of move it on like the plane X and Y, and then kind of rotate it a little bit, twist it a little bit, and then extrude it. Now there's another way to do this. You can hold control and then left click and it will auto extrude, so you can do that. So let's kind of make some random looking tree branches, I guess. You can also loop cut right here and then kind of extrude from there. Or from here. So we're just trying to make different kinds of branches. Let's add one last one over here. Something like that. And there we go. Okay. So now we can start adding the leaves, which we're gonna use a icosphere. Let's move it up, put it around here. Shift D, Shift C. Let's move it down, duplicate it, move it down. Make sure it's touching the bush. Wait, not the bush, the branches, I guess. Something like this. Shift D, move it up, and let's add another one around here. Make it smaller. Okay, that's pretty good actually, I think. Maybe move this one down a little bit. Okay. Actually, hold on. I want to add a little bit. To over here. So it actually looks a little bit more real. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So now let's join the leaves. Control J, join. And there we go. Okay. I wanna make it a little bit bigger actually. So now let's make the ground. We're gonna use a UV sphere. Scale it Shift Z. Then we're gonna select the bottom vertices and increase the selection till it's around half, and delete it and delete faces. Then we're gonna select it as a loop at the bottom and then press F to fill it. Let's select these and scale it down now. So now it's at its proper size. Now the geometry of the trees and the leaves is okay, but I think we should change the ground a little bit. Let's go to the modifiers properties and add a remesh modifier. And then let's go to sharp. And then we can try adjusting this, but I don't think that's necessary. Then we just apply it, and yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. And one last thing is the leaf. We're just gonna add a cube. Move it over here. And let's select this edge. Press M to merge at center. This edge, M, merge at center. So we have a triangle. And then we're just gonna scale it on the Z like this and then scale it down, which is nice. Okay, so now let's add the materials. So let's go to material preview, select this one, the leaves, and go to the material preview, press new, and now we're gonna go to the shading to do the cell shading. So this is actually a very simple process. We're just gonna move this over here, add a shader to RGB, which just turns our shader into RGB output. Then we will add a color ramp and then change it to constant so it's more constant, more sharp on the edges. And then you can just change the color simply like this. I went for like a autumn style, autumn for the project. You can make it green if you want. Some like this. Let's add one in the middle so it's a little in between. Yeah, that's nice. So another thing to do is the outlines. This is a very interesting one that I like to do in some projects. So we're gonna go to the modifiers panel and then add a solidify. So one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna offset change this from minus to plus, so it's coming out on the outside. Then we're gonna click on normals, click on flip and materials, and then we're gonna offset the material by 1. So the material that is showing is the new material that we're gonna add right here. So we add a new material, press new, and let's go back to the shading. And we're just gonna delete this and add a emission and plug it in here. And then we're just gonna change it to whatever color you want the outline to be, which is probably black. Then you're gonna go to the settings and click on backface culling, which just finishes the thing. And the last thing you have to do is just adjust the thickness, and boom. So now we just gotta repeat this for the other objects here. So let's do this one. We're just gonna take this out and add the leaves shader. Click on this copy button. So then you can kind of change the color to what you want. Let's make these guys darker. Yeah, that's nice. Then we just have to add the solidify modifier. Click on change this to 1. Normals, flip, materials, offset to 1. Then we can just add another one and select the black one that we have. And we just gotta adjust the thickness. Then that's nice. Okay. The ground, same thing. Click on this, copy. This time we gotta change it to green. Green. Nice. And then go back here, add solidify, just this, normals, flip, materials, offset to 1. Then we just add black right there, and then just increase the thickness. Okay, last thing is the leaf. Leaf you can use the same as the tree, I think. And we just have to add the black one. Solidify. Normals, flip. This one, change it to 1. And we just have to increase the thickness. There we go, perfect. So now is the particle part. So you can add a mesh, and we're gonna use a circle here. Let's move it up, and let's tab into edit mode and press F to fill it, and kind of scale it so that it's around here in the leaf, in the trees, in the bushes. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the particle system part and then add a new one, emitter. Let's check it out. Okay, that's too much particles. Let's lower the amount. We can do less. Okay, let's change the N to a 250. Okay. And I think I want to increase it a little bit. Okay. And now we're gonna go to the render part, and then we're gonna change it from halo to object. Then we're gonna select the leaves, which is very small, so we need to increase the size. And then you can make it random if you want. Now you want to click on rotation and then kind of randomize the rotation so it's more random. And the last thing is it's not falling that realistic, so we can go down to the physics, and then we're gonna increase the damped so it's a little bit slower. That's a little too slow. Make it faster. Then we can increase the Brownian, which just makes it wiggle. And increase the drag. Yeah, that looks nice. It's kind of wiggling now. Okay. So last thing, we can see the plane, which is a bad thing. So what you can do is you can go to the render and then turn off show emitter. And now that's going to turn it off for the rendering, but it's still on for the viewport. So if you do want to turn that one off for the viewport display and then turn off show emitter, and boom, there we go. So let's hide this. Let's move this down, move this on the X. Around here, we won't see it, I think. And lastly, we can just add a plane, I guess. We'll use that, move it around here, rotate it on the X by 90 degrees. And this is going to be the wind, so it's kind of offsetting the leaves falling down. So we can go down to the physics, click on force field, and then change to wind. Then that's the wrong way, so let's rotate it 180 degrees on the X. Increase the strength a little bit, and there we go. Now there's a lot of things you can change in this value of the wind, but overall that's it. Okay, so that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm a little sick today. I caught a cold or something, so I coughed a lot. So I am coughing a lot. Okay, and yeah, I think this project today was a little bit more on the intermediate side. Hopefully you guys were able to do it. If you guys liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.